Hello, you are watching Yokayi Footy Shorts for another week. My name is Megan Waters and I'm joined as always by my co-host, Minang and Ingida Man, ex-Richmond and Collingwood legend, Andrew Krakouer.
Legend, don't know about that, sis, but I'll take it. Thank you very much. But as we spoke about, what a round of footy started off Friday night with the Lions having a great win over the Demons up at the Gabba. Your Mob unfortunately couldn't get the result against the Cats, and there was a few upsets there as well, Megsy.
There certainly were, and when we take a look at the ladder, it is certainly at an interesting spot at this point in the season. A little bit gridlocked at the moment. There are some teams in the 8 that I don't feel really belong there, and there are some teams sitting on the outside, like Hawthorn, for example, who have really worked their way up, and they should be sitting in there. So it's really going to be interesting how it all plays out. But we are going to the MCG for Sunday afternoon footy. It wasn't to be for the Tigers, although they took it to the Baggers in that first half, but Carlton came back way too strong in the second. They just dominated around the ground. An outstanding performance by them, led by their skip, Paddy Cripps. He was outstanding, put on a real clinic, didn't he, brother?
Absolutely, Megs. He had the 40 disposed, but in the second term, he had the 16. Him and Sammy Walsh absolutely blitzed and split the game open. Fogarty was really important, kicking 3 goals in their forward line as well. But it would be pleasing that Harry Mackay and Charlie Curnow didn't have a massive game. So they had a variety of goal kickers absolutely flying the Baggers at the moment, Megs.
Yeah, they certainly are. And unfortunately, some more injury woes for Richmond with Dustin Martin and that back concern. So that'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. But we are heading to St Kilda and Port Adelaide. Now, this was a really important win for Port Adelaide, coming off the back of some trouble some weeks. They've certainly not been playing their best footy. And yeah, a really important win for their coach, Ken Hinkley. He had a post-match interview actually with Sarah Jones from Fox Footy, and it was quite touching. So we're going to take a quick look just now.
Pretty hard. Been a tough week. Great boys. Great boys. I really like the fact that we're under the pump and we just stuck at it. It wasn't easy, but we got there in the end.
Megsy, that's pretty self-explanatory. You see the raw emotion on Ken Hinkley's face and almost coming to tears and how much he loves his players. It's a really tough gig, you know, AFL coaching. You have your ups and downs, and it was great to be able to see them have a win and Kenny with a smile on his face.
And you know who else it was good to see have a win? It was the Gold Coast Suns. They took on the reigning premiers, and it was a really great performance by them. Collingwood did what they like to do. They came back. It was a bit of a wrestle, but the Gold Coast Suns held on, and this man here, Ben Long, fellow Territorian, he has been outstanding this season.
Well, you look at the goal that he just kicked, you know, with 3.5 minutes left, involved in that one, a really nice little deft touch out to his teammate, and it was a beautiful goal finish there as well. But Nathan Kruger put the Pies in front with about 4 minutes left, but this tackle by Matty Rowell was absolutely game-saving on Jack Cripps and just wouldn't let him go. So they took it up to him. It's an absolute sellout up at the Gold Coast. The fans loved it. The Gold Coast Suns loved it. It was amazing to see, but it was great to see them win at home, but they just need to win away now, Megsy.
They certainly do. That's the next test for them. Now, the Geelong Cats versus the Essendon Football Club. This was a pretty disappointing game from Essendon, really hoping that they sort themselves out. They've got a few big games coming up, but yeah, really, really important win for the Cats, and yeah, they certainly needed it.
Yeah, you're spot on, Megs. And a 45-point win in really blustery and wet and slippery conditions was absolutely outstanding. They're big-bodied midfielders. Tom Atkins doing a great job on to nullify Zach Merritt's influence, because we know he's been in absolute great form. Tyson Stengel kicking 3 goals as well on the back of signing a 5-year deal to be able to stay at the Cats. Is great to see.
Now, we are going to get straight into this week's Yokayi moment because it's such a special one. We love Joshua James here at Yokayi Footy Shorts. He is an AFL umpire, and he has just been announced as the inaugural recipient of the Glenn James OAM Scholarship. We caught up with him earlier in the week to see how he feels all about it.
I was lost for words, but yeah, incredible, proud, honoured, but also a sense of responsibility that I need to, obviously, not only for my people, my family, but my broader Aboriginal community. I've got a lot of weight on my shoulders, but I'm ready for the challenge. My ultimate goal is the AFL level, AFL men's competition. To be the first Aboriginal person to umpire the AFLW has been something I'm immensely proud of, but now it's the next step. And what this scholarship's going to provide me with is the opportunity to train with AFL umpires, be exposed to the elite level of coaching, have my own AFL umpire coach to really broaden and narrow down any of my skills to try and exceed at the ultimate level.
That just puts such a big smile on my face because I absolutely love Josh. He's such a great man, and it's just so great to know, isn't it, brother, that he is going to be really leading the charge for the next generation of First Nations umpires. There have certainly been so many exciting moments that have happened and caught my eye over the last couple of weeks, and we're going to show them now. Zachy Williams celebrating his 150th and his family there to support.
Yeah, it's beautiful to see. And Paris Lawrence and Daniel Rioli getting engaged. Lawson Humphries making his debut at the MCGs. Family and friends came from everywhere. Tyson Stengel, as I mentioned, signed a new 5-year deal. And voila, back at the hangar, Megzy.
Voila, back at the hangar, we love to see the guys getting around him too. He was there to celebrate Dyson Heppell's 250th. He's an icon of the Essendon Football Club, so it was great to see those scenes at the weekend. That is it from us for another week of Yokayi Footy Shorts. I can't believe that we're in July. We've literally got 8 weeks of football left before finals. It is absolutely crazy. Thanks again for all that you do, Cracks, bringing your expert commentary to the show, and we will be back next week to chat more footy, so see you then.